If it fits in the queue, I can cook it. And it fits. So today on the Chicago Griller, you're going to want to crank up your gas, fire up your grill, because I'm going to show you how to roast a whole chicken. That's right, a whole chicken on a Weber Q gas grill. Today, I'm going to be roasting up a whole chicken. I got this 3-pound chicken with giblets removed from Whole Foods. You'll often find chicken up to 4.5 pounds, but I went with a 3-pounder today because it cooks a little faster. Now, before we prep this bird, we need to prep our grill. So here I'm going to make a smoke pouch for the grill. To make a smoke pouch, fold aluminum foil over itself a couple of times and add wood chips of your choice to it. Today I am using pecan wood chips, but other types such as cherry or apple pair really well with chicken as well. Anyways, now that I've added the wood chips, I'm going to fold this foil over itself to seal all 4 sides of the smoke pouch. And as you can see, the wood is now fully sealed inside the aluminum foil. Now I am going to grab a knife and just poke a small hole in the center of my aluminum foil pouch. As the wood heats up inside, smoke will come out from the hole. So that said, let's get this thing on the grill. And as usual, today I'll be cooking on my Weber Q2000. Go ahead and place the smoke pouch directly on the grate as we preheat this grill. And now back to our chicken. Here I've removed the chicken from its packaging, and the first thing we're going to do is grab a paper towel and pat the chicken dry. Don't forget to go inside the wings and inside the thighs, as drying up the chicken thoroughly will help it cook properly on the grill, as well as give the skin a nice crisp as it roasts. Once your chicken is dry, you can continue preparing it for your cook. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff the empty cavity with some lemon wedges. And the reason I'm doing this is that when it cooks on the grill, it will infuse it with some citrus notes, and the steam will help keep the chicken moist. Now, at this stage, if you have some butcher's twine or kitchen twine, you can take the drumsticks and tie them together, but I don't find that all that necessary for such a small bird that's stuffed with only lemon. So now, let's move on to oil and seasoning the chicken. Today, once again, I will be using this South of France mix from Lemaster Family Kitchen in Chicago. But before we get to the seasoning, we need to drizzle some olive oil on the chicken. There we go. Then using our clean hands, gently spread the oil evenly over the surface of the chicken. This will help your seasoning stick as well as give the skin a nice crisp. And now generously sprinkle the seasoning on top of your chicken. Don't forget to add a little bit into the cavity as well. Then, using your hands, press the rub and the seasoning into the surface and into all crevices of the chicken. And just like we do for everything else I make on this channel, what you do on one side, you need to do to the other side as well. Today I used a French seasoning, but chicken is like a blank slate and can take pretty much any kind of seasoning that you have a taste for that day. So definitely experiment with what you like. And now that our chicken is oiled and seasoned, we're ready for the grill. And back to our Weber Q, which has been preheating this entire time. And check out that smoke coming out of the smoke pouch. That subtle wood smoke will infuse into the chicken as it cooks. But in order to roast our chicken, we need to place down an aluminum foiled shield and our roasting rack directly on the grill. And now, finally comes the star of the show, our bird. To begin, I am placing this chicken breast side down on the roasting rack. We roast chicken at 375 degrees, and the rule for roasting is 20 minutes per pound plus an extra 10 to 15 minutes. And after 30 minutes, we are going to check on our chicken. As you can see, it's starting to turn into a nice, beautiful golden color, which is exactly what I was looking for. Now with a pair of tongs, I am going to carefully flip the bird onto its back. Not really sure why smoke pouch, so I'm going to put it back to where it started. Now one thing you may notice is that on this chicken, the little wing tips are starting to get a little bit charred, so I'm going to give it a couple of aluminum foil mitts so that the wings don't cook as fast as the rest of the bird. And once I get both wings protected, I'll go ahead and shut the lid and continue cooking. It's the middle of October here in Chicago, and I totally forgot how quickly it gets dark here at this time of year. But anyways, for this 3-pound bird, after about an hour and 15 minutes, I am going to go check the temperature and see if it's ready. Just remember, our target temperature for chicken is 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 74 degrees Celsius. And as you can see, I am just slightly under that in several spots of this chicken, but that's okay because when the chicken rests off the grill, it will rise a few degrees in temperature. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this chicken off the grill and let you all have a look at this plated up. So check it out. Here is my whole roast chicken resting indoors after being grilled up on a Weber Q. Now to make this a full meal tonight, I'm going to cut into it and serve it with some cornbread and some green beans. And would you look at that? That looks perfect. And so there you have it, guys. That's how you can roast up a whole chicken on a Weber Q or any other grill set up for indirect cooking. It's a simple, easy recipe and method to follow that will produce the juiciest, moistest chicken that you can cook up at home. Additionally, it's a super adaptable dish that can take on any seasonings that you desire that particular day, from Italian to French to Mediterranean to your favorite barbecue rub. You name it, you could take it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you plan on putting on your roast chicken, or if you plan on trying out this recipe for your Weber Q. If you enjoyed the content of this video, as always, definitely hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. If whole chicken is not your jam, I have other great recipes on my channel, such as this roasted chicken thigh recipe here on my right. Thanks again for watching me today. I come out with new content twice every single week, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out. Thanks, and I'll see you all again next time.